Hey, before y'all pick it up again, open it one time. All right, that's what you come here for. Start with an empty cooler, leave with a full one.
We need a bigger cooler.
They need a bigger cooler. Congratulations, guys. There's the people up there wishing they were going fishing. We got about 30 people here on this trip. First weekend trip of the new year. First trip I've been on this year. We had one we were supposed to go on that had a little bit of rough weather. They did do a midweek trip about 2 weeks ago and did really well. So we're hoping to do as well. The weather is perfect. At least it is for the moment. There's Captain Brian, who's going to be running the trip.
All clear.
Here goes Will. Can he live up to the pressure?
I haven't missed it. All clear, Cap. No, not this year.
Aha, look at it. Larry messed him up. All right, Will, so this is the first weekend trip of the new year. I know y'all made a midweek trip earlier, but what are you expecting, sir?
Well, you know, I haven't been out much this year, but only once actually, but we're expecting good fishing out here, guys. We're fishing a little deeper right now, trying to stay away from the gags and red snapper. I imagine we'll see some of those anyway, but we had good snapper fishing last midweek, and big vermilions, big mangroves, some yellowtails. It was good fishing out there. Some big red grouper.
Some pretty decent scamps too, I think.
Yeah, big scamps. So we're hoping for more of the same deep water fishing. Hopefully not much current. And John, you haven't caught a fish this year.
I have not caught a fish this year. I didn't even pin fish today, so I haven't caught anything this year.
So he's itching.
Not a fish this year, that's
so
true.
Let's see how it goes.
All right, well, I'll check back with you later.
All right.
Will is doing his official seminar. The omnipresent Jason is filling up with fuel.
He is here. Yeah, take a few. He's got too many bucks.
And there you have it.
And that's the double hook rig. Nailed it first time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making our first drop here about midnight. Jason is dropping it down, and we're going to see what happens.
And we're off, John.
See, people are eager to get started. And there's the horn saying it's time. So I'm going to see if I can find a dumb one here right now. Fish, that is.
Let's see how big they are now.
There you go. Mangrove snapper. Yeah, he's a keeper. Yeah. You got a fish? Oh, yeah. Amberjack. Okay.
That's not you? Alright. That's not how it was.
I don't think I can bring him up.
He'll help you in a minute, I guess. What kind of fish was it? Amberjack. Got an undersized red grouper being vented, throw back in.
Small gauge. Is that a small gauge, Frank?
That's a scamp, he's a keeper.
That is a beautiful scan.
Yeah, he's a keeper for sure. Do not throw him back.
Number 3, please.
Nice fish.
Came back here just in time, didn't he? Smattering of mangoes, some big beeliners. Look at that beeliner. You got a giant fish on? You go Dan the man with a big beeliner.
Jumping. Man, get gab. Jumping here. We're going to need a gap for that guy.
Buckets of beeliners. Look at that.
I need 2 gaps.
Right. I caught a couple of decent ones up by myself. Pretty little scamp. Nothing wrong with him. Oh, mango.
Will, is there a tackle over there with a glow bead on it? That's Leo's. Trophy size.
Nice porgy, sir.
Thank you. Trophy size knobhead.
Good job.
Thank you.
I got a couple of one decent one there, a couple of mangoes.
Bucket full of jacks. The big old porgy.
That's a big porgy.
Lots of bars. The bar has definitely been open. Happy hour. Nice mutt.
That's mine.
Right. Good job. And what'd you catch him on, sir? Threadfin? Cool. Get him, Larry. Go ahead. So that's a second button?
Yeah.
Cool. The lady up front caught one. Yeah, mango. Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, the sun's up. Had a fair night bite. Some muttons. Mango snapper right here at daybreak. We got about half a dozen tuna. I ended up getting one. I guess you could say I started the bite on that. But it's beautiful out here right now. It's a little chilly. I'd say it's 2 to 3 foot seas. The wind's probably blowing 15, maybe up to 18. And it feels like it's about 50 degrees and it's probably about 60. But no rain last night, none so far today, not really many clouds, no rain anywhere in sight actually. So we're gonna probably hunt some red grouper and scamp grouper here shortly. And of course mangoes we hope will, and maybe they'll all keep biting. Hey Will, let's open this up and look at the tuna. Buried.
Tails sticking out.
There's some tails sticking out. See the tuna tails they buried. When they're re-icing them later, I'll try to get some more pictures of them. There was about half a dozen caught, don't you think?
Yeah, we got some tunas. Like a lot of mangoes on that spot too. That guy got 6 or 8 right there.
I think I got 5 on that spot.
Yeah, it was a good
I can't
spot.
complain.
All right.
So how would you say the night bite was overall?
Overall, it was kind of slow, but we did pretty good right there at sunup. We got a lot of bar jacks and
A little mist here now.
Yeah, here we are in the wintertime. But a lot of bar jacks and vermilions at night, picked the mangoes, and then we had a decent sunup bite. So
Had a few muttons too, right?
A few muttons too, yeah, probably 4 or 5 muttons, and that all added up. But we got a good catch right now.
All right, well maybe we'll get on some red grouper and some bigger scamps here.
I think so.
Quick video. Here's a scamp I caught. Captain Brian's about to parade him around the boat. He put us on the fish. What a beautiful fish that is. Look at those fangs. All right. I just wanted to show off a little bit. All right, we're in that deeper water, 190 feet of water. Hopefully it's a big scamp. Looking like a red snapper. A few months too early. But a beautiful fish. Alright, got a red grouper and a red snapper, but this one's at least a keeper. Let's get a little video of it here.
How do you fight, sir? Like a rock.
All right, nice fish. All right, hang on.
The bottom.
We will take a picture of him.
All right.
Hang on. Hope it's not a red snapper.
Color. Don't be a gag.
It's a gag, big old gag.
Look at your
Look at how big that gag is. Well, we got a real big gag here. Yeah. Nice fish.
Yeah, we gotta do our
Just
best to get this fast back.
A month too late. Old rusty fella. Gotta let his head down. There you go. All right. About a month too late, but a beautiful fish nonetheless. Nice scamp, real pretty. Come on up here with him. I'm videoing him right now. We'll take a picture and get up here in the sun. All right, beautiful scamp. Hang on.
I couldn't get him in the lip. If he goes down, is he gone?
Well, they had a beautiful gag. I hope I got him on video. Larry had one probably at least 30 pounds. Here's a nice scamp. Whose scamp is this?
Whose fish is this?
Beautiful fish. Well, I realize it's that rod right there, but that don't mean anything. All right.
This you?
That's me.
Nice, nice fish, brother.
I was gonna take him off the hook, but I couldn't find my damn pliers, man.
Nice job,
I
brother.
took a nap and left him in there. Yeah, he'll keep, man.
Hey, there's a gag right here.
I will.
Will? Yeah. He's been. Lift him up a little bit.
I think you can pull him in. Should be able to pull him right in. He's hooked all the way through that other lip.
I'd rather not.
Oh, here's another fish. Oh, that's a gag. That ain't. Yeah.
That's it. Hey, John, can you lift that up for him, John? Oh, I don't want to pull it up. My hook's. You got to hook it into it. No. Here, back them up.
Okay, your hook is all the way through him. I can see it coming out of there.
oh, look at that. They're spawning. That's a rode up female.
Oh, look at that. They got another gag up there.
Here, he wants to hold him up too.
We had a run of gags and red grouper. Nice fish.
I got it one about size over behind.
Cool.
He's right here.
See what's in
John, you
here.
got a picture of fish coming down.
Tuna.
Well, here comes another gag.
Hit me.
He was
Like slow and easy wins the game, man. Slow and easy.
Put a big break in there.
I'm okay with it.
Right by where that stringer is.
All right, you're on right there. I got him on the 77-year-old stud.
There you go.
Red grouper, keeper, probably. You know what kills me, man? That was a lot of excitement for that small a fish.
That's good, thank you. All right, throw him back in the water. No, don't. Just trying to get some photos. Here you go, Jeff. I got him.
I'm not picking him.
I got him. I'm not picking him up.
Why? Why would I do that?
That's not a letter.
Yeah, like now I don't think this is a red group, right? I'm pretty sure this is something big.
That's a big one.
He big bounce.
We'll have to run over there and thank that other boat for fishing in our spot.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for sending me out here.
Yeah, no, that's us.
Thanks for forcing me to go west. Jay, you seen the night?
Appreciate that. No, sir. It's been in some random spots, I'll tell you that much.
Those little piece right there, I gotta get
You gotta
upstairs
want 'em.
to get some more. Got one knife over here.
Look out! That boat's right on about 200 plus feet. Middle of the day, firing off Leo. Nice fish. Yes, sir. Oh, nice, brother.
I was gonna get video. I turned around and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You took my camera. I was gonna get
Calm
video.
down, calm down. I was taking pictures all for you in the back.
Fire, isn't it?
Give him a lesson.
Feel the love.
We once had a wreck we'd go to and we'd reel up a tire. It was all
It's like
tire.
100. It's like about 8 right now.
Oh yeah. wind. Keep winding, Jim. Keep winding until you get tight.
He's straight out.
All right, we got him back rigged up.
He's back at it. Low gear.
That took some on the spot, dude.
You ain't gonna pull him in like a cane hole. That don't work.
He
Only-
saw the boat a couple times, didn't like it.
Only in the booth does that work. I got color on him again over here. He's coming your way. He's heading for that anchor rope.
He's a bad. Yeah, bad.
I'll come this way. I had color. Here he is. Here he is. He's back out. We need the money shot. We need him to smile. Oh, there he goes. He's more out. Look, he's barely swimming down. Jump! Go get him!
Thanks, John.
Oh well, I hope you guys got to see that. It was a very nice hammerhead shark. What'd you think about that, Julie?
That's crazy.
Crazy, all right. Big red snap, yeah, big red grouper. That's what head caught. Just keep his head down.
Say again, sir? Where? About how far out? If it's big and brown towards the surface, yeah, most likely a sea turtle. Is it inching closer to the boat? Come on, Trevor.
All right, this is the final ankle pull of the 39-hour weekend trip. We're about to head back home. Overall, it was a pretty fair trip. This last stop, I actually caught a couple of mangoes and caught and released a really nice gag and a bunch of red snapper. But I did end up with catching a mango when we first dropped here, and I caught one on my last drop. So I guess that's about as good a way to end it as you can do. But the weather is still pretty nice for this time of year. It's fairly chilly up here on the bow. I'd say it's blowing about 15 miles an hour and probably feels like it's 40 degrees out here. But the seas stayed about 3, got up to about 4 a couple times, but we're mostly 2 to 3. And we ended up with a pretty fair mango catch. The bite during the day was a little sporadic, but there was a couple of stops where there were some really nice red grouper caught. Some big gags were released today. 2 that were at least 30 pounders came in today and were successfully released, so maybe we'll meet them again. Myself, I ended up with close to my limit of mangoes. 1 pretty nice red grouper, 2 scamp, including 1 that was really nice, and a handful of other fish like porgies, beeliners, stuff like that. But overall, it was a pretty solid trip. Nothing really unusual this particular trip. No fish that were rare in that sense. Certainly not the red snapper. They're not that endangered, at least not out here. But we're heading home. Should be home around 6 o'clock in the morning. I think the seas will be pretty good going in. Be a little cool for the guys cleaning the boat tonight. When you hear that sound, that's the official time to go sound right there. Well, I'm gonna try to get off this bow, help them clean the boat a little bit, and make sure I don't get any cold spray on me. But I'll report back in when we get near the dock and kind of sum up the trip and show you the action on the dock as well. The empty coolers turning into full ones. Overall, like I say, a solid catch. I'll give you a quick glimpse of some of the fish that came in here at the end. A lot of beeliners, some mangoes, it's a lot of nice beeliners. And as I say, I ended up with a pretty decent gag grouper. Of course, I had to throw him back. I'm guessing he was around 15 pounds. Anyway, have a good evening. We'll come back on in about 9 hours, I guess. Well, good morning. I got to tell you, it's a sacrifice to be up here this morning because it is pretty dadgum chilly, especially for an old Florida boy. It's got to be, I'd say the wind chill factor up here right now is definitely below 40. It's probably in the 30s. I don't know what the actual temperature is, but standing on this bow of this boat, doing about 10 knots coming in, is pretty chilly. Well, you can see the Johns Pass Bridge there in the distance. This may be an abbreviated report because I am cold up here. But overall we had a pretty good trip. The weather in general was spectacular. It was cold though. It was clear, not bitter cold, but cold enough, especially on the bow where I was fishing. But the seas were 3 feet or less most of the time. There were occasions it kicked up a little bit higher, but no rain, crystal clear skies, and pretty fair weather, especially for this time of year. The mango bite was pretty sporadic. They never really did what I call turned on. I ended up with probably 15, maybe 1 or 2 more. I came short of my limit, which is pretty rare for me. The beeliner bite was strong there, and they were big. I got quite a few pretty big beeliners. There were several beeliners caught. They were among the biggest I've seen in a while. So it was pretty strong. The red grouper bite was very strong during the day, at least on a couple spots. And there were some really nice, as you'll see in the fish pile later on, there were some very big red grouper caught. Quite a few gags, some really big gags. 2 over 30 pounds were caught. Of course, they were released successfully, so that's good. Big red snapper, but they were released as well. Very nice scamps. I got probably the biggest scamp on the boat, I think, and I'm guessing he's around 8 pounds, which is, if you know scamps, is a pretty nice one. This has still got to be added to the pile right here. And now this bucket, look at that. That bucket is slap full of pretty much red grouper right there. Lots of nice red grouper. So that pile is going to grow immensely here. Buckets of fish here at Hubbard's Marina.
Dave!
we're emptying out the red grouper barrel, and then we will get to the tuna barrel, and I think I have one in that.
Something like that?
Piles of fish, barrels of fish, boxes of fish, and the man that put us on the fish, Captain Brian.
Always something fishy going on in Hubbard's Marina.
I hear you, brother.
Oh yeah, they look good up on top.
Damn it.
Even a yellowtail sticking his tail out there.
I look good.
Oh, here we go. I think you're gonna need a bigger cooler, sir.
Yep.
Go ahead, I'm gonna filming her taking the picture.
18.5.
Whoa! All right.
18
Good job. The last, pretty much the last fish caught on the boat. Is that your
gag
butt?
he had to throw back?
Did he?
He had a gag.
Yeah.
She did.
Oh.
The wife, she got halfway up.
That's called petting Chris.
Hey, before y'all pick it up again, open it one time. All right, that's what you come here for. Start with an empty cooler, leave with a full one.
We need bigger.
These folks are lining up to get on the all-day boat. Well, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap, and I'm about to head back to Hawthorne, Florida. But no trip is totally over until we say good morning to the lovely ladies of Hubbard's Marina. They make it all happen. Whether it be one or two or three, they get it done here. Good morning.